All right, travel agencies. Let me ask you, who in this room has ever used a travel agency before? Yeah? No? Yeah, typically it's the younger people who have never used a travel agency because, let's be honest, there's really few of them left anymore. With the advent of the internet, it makes it a lot more accessible to find information, to find reviews. I know I'm a big fan of TripAdvisor. Even with my full travel agency, I still find myself going to TripAdvisor.com to read comments from the users who are actually just got back from their vacation. It's a great way to find tips of local restaurants and activities to do. The power of the internet is just fantastic, but it can be a bit overwhelming. Let's face it, trying to get a good airfare nowadays can be a bit of a challenge with Expedia and Travelocity and Orbitz and Kayak and all the myriad of different websites. The airlines are starting to get a little smarter about that. They're doing a lot of their own best prices on their own websites. But when it comes down to it, it's really kind of a miss the old services. Having someone that could link your flight with your rental cars, your hotels, and not do the Expedia way, but actually make it much more customizable. Our travel agency is still in existence. We have 100 agents in our Overland Park, Kansas office. But they're performance-based. A big difference on a performance-based travel agency versus a commission-based travel agency. Our agents are experts in their field. They're very well traveled. They also access information in our software program that guarantees our best price at the time of booking. International transportation and these resorts around the world allow us to access these prices without having you to go to 5 or 6 internet sites and remembering which price was best, and hopefully that price doesn't expire before you get back to that website and book that travel. So a full-service travel agency for your hotels, airlines, tours, all-inclusives, car rentals. Yeah, you dream it and we can book it for you. If we do a customized trip and we find that it seemed very nice, we might allow that same itinerary to be available to other members at a later date. That's how our hotline tours come together, and we'll explain that a little bit later. Family and friends, we want your family and friends to be members with us. It's a very transparent program for us. The more people you sign up, the more money you get back, and the more business we have. With 30% of our members being referral-based business, it's very important to us, as you can well imagine, to have you as a happy member. Only happy members are going to be giving us referrals. And they're easy to get when you're taking friends on that Cabo trip with 6 of you paying $259 a week. They're going to want some of their own. Friends can travel with you at the same costs. You can send them without you for an additional $199. And your immediate family benefits are tremendous. Your parents, your children, your brothers, your sisters, you in the middle deciding who takes advantage of the travel. So it gives you an amazing amount of flexibility to bring family and friends along with you. Now the annual fees are typically something timeshares don't want to talk to you about. And again, we are not a timeshare, we're a private travel club. Key difference being that we don't have you owning the properties. We own them and you have access to them. If there's any changes to the maintenance fees, it doesn't change your responsibility. There's no gotcha bills, no these unknown special assessment charges coming to you. If you had some health issues and you didn't travel, or just say that you just don't travel much anymore, you don't pay the annual fees. But you don't buy into a program like this to not travel. You buy into this kind of program so that you do travel. Do something nice for yourself. Do something nice for your family and friends. We've all been holding back and paying money in staycations, but $37 a day, you don't have to stay home. I think in the summertime, my house cost me more than that to air condition. $149, as you can see, is an optional annual dues. That's for California state residents only. The typical charge around the nation is $389. So how does our company make money? Well, you take 180,000 people, about 20,000 of those are paying $149, the rest are paying over $300, and you do the math. That's over $50 million in annual fees to run our business. And that runs our business very well. A debt-free company, AAA rated with Better Business Bureau. So as you can see, it's a very secure business. You just haven't heard about us because we don't waste money advertising, because we have a referral program, and our marketing as you came in tonight. Now I want to spend a little bit of time talking about our Elite Concierge. For our 5-star and better members, they have available to them at no additional charge, no additional annual fees, the Elite Concierge. The Elite Concierge opens the gates to the travel services, theater, musical, sporting event tickets. If you need Nutcracker tickets for New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve in New York City, or you need playoff tickets for the NBA Finals, you're going to get them. Find, wrap, deliver one-of-a-kind gifts, special occasions, reminders of important birthdays and anniversaries. Boy, wouldn't that be nice for someone to remind you versus your wife reminding you on a daily, weekly, monthly basis if need be. These services are not just while you're on vacation, that's 2 or 3 weeks a year. They're available to you on a year-round basis. Prescription delivery, door-to-door limousine services. 13-month advance vacation request privileges. That's something very nice to have if you're traveling peak times to peak locations. Going to the Olympics in London and you want to make sure you get in, well, you go a month ahead of everyone else and you have access to the availability. In addition to the concierge services, we have the emergency travel services. And who doesn't want that? Lost passport assistance. Who's had a canceled flight while you're at the airport and you're all jumping in line so you can get the remaining seats on the next flight? Wouldn't it be better to get on your cell phone and dial an 800 number and have a representative from our company, Elite Concierge, jumping ahead of everybody in line? You may not spend the night in San Francisco. Lost baggage, stolen luggage replacement, so you don't have to wait for them to find your bag. Embassy, consular information, urgent message relay to your family and friends. Nothing worse than finding out something happened in some destination that your family knows you're vacationing in. We get the message back to them in a timely manner. Business referrals, security, evacuation assistance, roadside assistance. That roadside assistance sure comes in handy, especially no matter if you're on vacation or back at home. Worldwide travel assistance expands into passport requirements, currency conversion, guaranteed hotel check-in. If you go to a hotel in our system, you are a VIP member, you have a reservation that's been flagged. What does that mean? They don't give it to somebody else. If your flight's delayed, they contact the hotel, don't give the room away. You arrive with the reassurances of knowing that you don't have to worry that they gave your room away. Travel delay reports, worldwide international calling cards. And if you like to travel internationally like I do, but don't have all the language skills, boy is it nice with an 800 number to call to have an interpreter insisting you by telephone. That'll get you out of a jam or two. Now the medical assistance, that is probably the most important part of our Elite Concierge. The medical assistance includes evacuation assistance, medical and dental referrals, emergency prescription replacement, dispatch of doctors if you're not in an area that has a local hospital, visitor bedside, having someone representing our company coming to the bedside if you're by yourself, return travel arrangements when you are discharged from this emergency, inpatient, outpatient, medical case management. What does that mean? We're going to make sure that you don't get gouged. Let's face it, if you're a gringo in a foreign country, it's very poverty-stricken, they're going to overcharge you. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen. Repatriations of mortal remains. A bit morbid to talk about, but let's talk about it. It's important to have these kind of services available to you as a member. Why we put off vacations? Well, time and money. Let's face it. Every month we have bills coming in, and some months are worse than others.